It started with a simple idea: tap a phone, get a ride. But the execution, that's where Uber and Lyft split paths. In the beginning, there was Uber. March 2009, San Francisco, Uber Cab, later just Uber. Travis, the brash young founder, wanted to turn hailing a cab into a mouse click. Sleek, black cars driven by professional drivers, a premium feel at a reasonable price. Within a year, Uber expanded beyond taxis to limos, and then to private cars. Enter Lyft, June 2012, San Francisco. Logan Green and John Zimmer wanted to create a better way to get a ride, a friendly face, a helping hand, pink mustaches, casual vibes, affordable prices. From the start, two different visions. Uber wanted to be the global ride-hailing empire. Lyft wanted to win the hearts and minds of its hometown. Uber went international fast, 70+ countries in a flash. Lyft stayed in North America, focusing on depth, not width. Uber raised billions, Lyft raised enough. Uber wanted to dominate all forms of transportation: cars, bikes, scooters, trains, planes, even boats. Lyft just wanted to make rideshare better. The business models were night and day. Uber diversified early. There was Uberx, the low-cost option. Then came Uber Black for premium rides, Uber SUV for larger groups, Uber Plus for more space and comfort. Next, Uber Tap to Pay, Uber Wallet to store payment info, Uber Reserve to book ahead, Uber Comfort to cater to seniors or those with disabilities. Also, there was Uber Freight for shipping goods, Uber Eats for food delivery, and a whole lot more, not to mention their self-driving tech division. All this while expanding to dozens of new cities every month. Now, not all these services are around today, but that's beside the point. The sheer scope and pace were unmatched. Lyft stuck to their knitting, sticking to rideshare, clean and focused. At first glance, it seems Uber took the hard road, offering more services, facing more challenges, expanding faster. But if you look closer, it's hard to say which was more ambitious, because Uber was burning cash like firewood. To keep up with demand, they had to keep supply high. That meant lots of incentives for drivers. Drivers could earn more per hour on Uber due to surge pricing, but they also faced higher expenses, more wear and tear, more insurance costs. To drive on Lyft, some drivers reported earning more per mile, but they didn't have surge pricing. Uber courted controversy, lawsuits, city bans, PR disasters, but kept pushing forward. They launched in more than 600 cities worldwide. In many places, they were the only game in town. They set the rules. They became so big, so fast, they attracted giants like Google, Apple, Microsoft. They bought out smaller players like Sidecar and Car2Go. They had a chokehold on the market. Meanwhile, Lyft played the nice guy. Greener, cleaner, more transparent, more community. They partnered with local businesses, sponsored events, even ran ads on buses. They launched in dozens of cities, too, but never matched Uber's reach. When IPO time came around in 2019, Uber soared, but soon stumbled. Lyft launched first, got attention, then lost momentum. Uber's global ambition was a double-edged sword. Asia, Europe, Africa. These markets were huge, but so were the challenges. Competition like Grabola and Didi pushed back hard. They already knew the local languages, customs, regulations. To compete, Uber had to play their game, localized, and it worked for a while, but they were fighting many battles on many fronts. Lyft stayed local, trying to own fewer cities, but do them better. Turns out though, owning one city isn't as easy as owning 100 of them. COVID hit, and both were crushed, but Uber had Uber Eats. People still needed food delivered. Their revenue plummeted, but it wasn't as bad as it could have been. Lyft didn't have such a safety net and paid the price. Today, Uber is profitable. Lyft is still struggling to recover. Uber's CEO is a strategist. He took over after Travis stepped down. Lyft's CEO is still figuring out how to lead. Travis is back in the news with a new flying taxi company. Logan keeps a low profile. But it's not over yet. Speed versus soul. Scale versus simplicity. Speed wins. Most people will take the quickest, cheapest ride. But maybe soul can win in the end. Because most riders don't need a ride every day. They need a service. Can Uber continue to be all things to all people? Can Lyft continue to raise prices without losing customers? And here's the biggest question of all. What happens when the driver decides to switch sides?